away. Testing. This motherfucker popcorn back at y'all the motherfucking YouTube video. Oh, how are you doing today? I hope all of y'all are feeling beautiful and smart. Independent people love me. And man hoes gonna watch me regardless. And today is a gorgeous, gorgeous day. The color of the day is black. On the low end, you say negro. On the high end, you say black. So I only have one special announcement before we get into this video. Why would I say that? Why would I fucking say that? Because it's the truth. You know, as I record this video, it is January 15th, Martin Luther King's birthday, you know? And really nothing to do with him, for real. This video, if you can tell by the title, it's kind of gonna be a big deal. This is going to be the first video of a saga of videos on my channel for the first time. But not just any saga. Not just any saga, baby. For those of you that have been around this branch of Zion, you may remember a certain live stream where I had presented MLK, the story of MLK High to y'all. Ooh, what an in-depth piece of something. Ever since I started doing that, y'all literally never left me alone about where's the next one? When are you gonna do MLK again? Some of you are like, what? Like what? But no, it just happens to be MLK Day. But no, MLK High is something that goes back. If you don't know, you're smart. Read the comments. Somebody out there is excited as hell now. MLK High is the story of young people in this day and age and the real day-to-day issues that they face. I don't know what inspired me to come up with this saga, you know, but when I started it, y'all fell in love with it. So hopefully my YouTube babies, y'all are patient and nice. Y'all have been the best people literally forever, so I don't think otherwise. But this is a story time. And if this is the first video of the saga, because it's titled The First, you should start here. I promise if you watch any other saga, you're not going to know what the hell I'm talking about. So you're on time if you're here. Sit back, relax, get your snacks. Take your sister, take your brother, take your dog, take your cousin, take your teacher, probation officer for the thugs out there, yeah. That you're gonna call them back. The story starts off with a young girl, young black, beautiful queen, with her dad being in the military and her mother being a college professor. She's a very well-rounded girl.
Mariah Williams.
The only child, she had the world from jump. Mom and daddy planned her birth. Her dad, very strict disciplinarian. And they moved around a lot, so Mariah really never had time to make a lot of friends. Junior year was coming to an end, and just like every other year, she was gonna be changing schools. They had lived in Virginia, then they moved to Charlotte, then they moved to Chicago. She went to school in Fort Lauderdale, and now they were relocating to Dallas.
Dallas, make me lose. Make me lose my breath.
Mariah being 5'3", the perfect way, pretty brown skin, pretty brown eyes, long, natural, curly hair, and she loved wearing her hair. She's just a beautiful girl. She walks into the room, everyone notices her, everyone sees her. It's hard for her to go anywhere and not get any kind of attention. So even though her stays at these schools were brief, her impact was always remembered. Mariah was the bad bitch. Mariah wakes up from her nap after moving into her new home and new room and all of the boxes and stuff and all of her belongings. She was beat. School starts in 3 days and she doesn't even know what school she's going to. Got to a point where she just stopped asking. I mean, does it matter? I'm about to graduate. The hell's almost over, she'll say. Her mom rushes into her room and tells her, guess what, guess what? With much excitement that Mariah cannot reciprocate because, girl, I'm groggy. What? Your dad got you accepted into MLK High School. It's one of the best high schools in Texas. And it's a black one. Nikki was Mariah's mom, polar light-skinned lady. She grew up in the suburbs, mostly around white people. You know, she had that side of the family. So she didn't want to rob her baby of a black upbringing. By now, Mariah has seen every race on the planet in her classroom. She was well-rounded. Mariah just wanted to graduate. She didn't even look forward to making friends. What are friends? with her friends, Mariah will say. There's a parent-teacher conference, you know, an open house for MLK High. So all the new students, returning students can come together and meet each other, meet the teachers, you know, that so forth and so on. If you can't tell, Mariah's life is usually really not, at this point, run by her. It's usually Kato. Now, Dad, you know, he's away. Military business, don't know where the hell he's at. I think he's on a fucking base somewhere in Kuwait. I don't know. He's usually not there, but he's a very present voice when that phone call gets made. Raya on the side of her bed, barely up and crusting her eyes. Her mom is telling her, oh, by the way, the open house starts at 6. It's 2:30. You got a couple hours. Oh my God, we have been moving all morning. When can I get a... All right, Mom. Bit her tongue a lot. Very good girl. Not that she never had anything to say. Mariah always had a rebuttal for everything. Time goes by. Mariah refreshes herself. You know, she's in the mirror, checking out her hair, making sure she's good. She puts on sweatpants, some Crocs. She doesn't even care to get, you know, what is it? It's just senior year. Up until this point, Mariah has never gone to a school that was predominantly black. Now, of course, she's going to a school and, you know, seen other, you know, black kids. She was in for a ride. They pull up to the Texas school. Being that it is her first time going to school in Texas, she learns quickly the term everything is bigger in Texas. It's sure enough true. The school was about the size of a hospital. 1,000 kids walking around. She had never seen this many. Why so many people in one building? Like, it was like a small city, this school. She pulls up, there are, I'm talking about droves of cars. There are teachers out there that have to play parking assistant at the same time. It is a moving, bustling something. You know, the other schools that she had gone to, it was way less. They pull up, they park. Mariah is hesitant to get out because as she's looking around, she's noticing, oh, everybody got that shit on. What the hell? Girl, I look bummy. Oh, honey, this is not the school for that. Put your shit on. Girls walking up through there with lace fronts, acrylics, BBLs in the 10th grade. The pregnant girls didn't surprise her. They're everywhere, every school. Get into the school and wow. When the sky felt like it was high, she saw the ceilings. You can expect chaos is everywhere. They meet the principal. Principal Hips. Oh, the oldest joke in the county for them. That's a thick man. Retired Marine.
Welcome to MLK High. May I get your name, ma'am?
Miss Nikki looks at Mariah, nudges her shoulder. Mariah.
Welcome to MLK, Mariah. I heard about you. You're a transfer. Thank you, Miss Nikki. Thank you for your service. You and your husband, we appreciate you.
No problem, no problem. We try. Mariah looks at her mother with a disgust in her face because she knows that her mother barely does shit, but loves to soak up the fact that her husband is a well-decorated man in the military. He personally escorts them to her first homeroom class to meet her first teacher. The moment Principal Hips walks her into her classroom, he has to leave and go attend a fight going on in the courtyard. The walkie-talkie goes off. Shh! Mr. Hips, they busting at each other. Come on, come on, come on. He tries to calmly turn down the volume, but it's too late. They heard it. Yep, this is where you are. As they're talking, Mariah excuses herself to go use the restroom because she wants to be nosy and walk around and just, you know, see the school for a little bit. Leaves out of the classroom and walks back into the hallway, which really looks like a big old maze, labyrinth. Her old school, all the bathrooms were, you know, on the same hall, right outside the classroom. No. There are stairs in here. She's walking around, but not empty are the halls, full and bustling, running with people. She's walking down the hallway to go ask an adult where the bathroom is. She bumps into this one boy. Mariah turns around to look at him to apologize because she felt as though it was her fault. But before she can part her mouth, he looks at her and she catches his eye. Damn, boo, where the hell you going? You cute, dog. What's your name? Oh, Mariah. I'm Damien. I like bad bitches. Follow me on Instagram. Socializing not being her strong suit, she felt as though this is how I'm gonna build on it. Just speak. Gets his Instagram, follows him. The open house wraps up. She meets all of her teachers. None of them are very remarkable, to say the least. On their way out of the school, Miss Nikki's asking her, hey, so, you know, how you feel about it? Mariah's quiet because on the way to the car, she had noticed the boys' track team conditioning were running laps around the school at the open house. And she noticed this one boy, 6'4", brown skin, a couple of freckles, big lips. He actually had brown hair, pretty smile. His name was Eric. The golden boy. The county's golden egg for the championship. While they were running and jogging around the school and she was walking to the car, they caught eyes. He smirked, she smiled. She got stupid. Nothing else mattered. Didn't give a damn about the teacher. Didn't give a damn about nobody she met. She was googly-eyed in the front seat of the car. I might like this school, Mom. They get back home. She finishes unwinding, gets, settled into her room, and she gets a DM. She goes to go check the message, and remember the boy that she bumped into in the hallway? Queen, Damien. What's up, girl? Hey, don't be fake, fuck. She likes Damien. To this point, she had never had a, gay friend, not by avoiding them, just, most men are gonna be DL and lie about it. But y'all gay. Damien is a legend. They exchange messages back and forth. He sends his number because everybody knows Damien knows all the bad bitches. Looking back on it, I don't even think Damien bumped into a whole accident. The kind of person that y'all are gonna learn he is, he probably saw her coming and knew, got to know her. Talking, Damien's giving her the rundown, what it's like, breaking her into Dallas. He's a D-Town native. They talk for hours and hit it off, laughing. She loves his humor. Open houses on a Friday afternoon so that throughout the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, people can go in there. Get your ass away from here. So they would have the weekend to go and get supplies that the teachers asked for, so Monday, would be the official first day of school. You ain't got no excuse. You know what the hell we want. They agreed to go do some of their school shopping together. The next day, Damien comes and pulls up to Mariah's house. Girl, what the hell do y'all do? Definitely tell, oh yeah, this girl come from, yang yang. He yells at her as she's coming down the steps. Now today, Mariah put some shit on. After a 10-hour phone conversation with Damien last night, honey, she didn't step out the house in sweatpants today. Damien tells her, before we go school shopping, I gotta take you to the spots. What's the spots, Mariah says. Damien floors it, drives like a bat out of hell. Her head hit the seat and her knees hit underneath the glove compartment. They floating through Saturday. Damien loves the attention. Damien drives a fast Sorrento. Pulling up to the red lights, the boys, the hood niggas is living for them grubs. Damien is a butch queen. She ain't femme, she butch. But such a pretty boy, and the boys live. His energy unmatched. They pull up to a red light. He throws the car in park. Mariah gets a little nervous. He swings the door open. She asks him, what's going on? Is the engine? Girl, you don't see them cute boys over at that bus stop? He's throwing it on the hood of his own car at the red light. Back in right before it turns green and floors it. As they're floating down the street, a Hellcat pulls up. And Damien looks in his rearview mirror and says, "Aww, I know who car that is. Zeke." What Mariah doesn't know, Zeke is one of Damien's old piece of trays from freshman year. And then, Zeke comes to his senses and he not on that no more. Doesn't have any hate for Damien. It's just, an awkward smile when they see each other that Damien doesn't even understand. It feels like Zeke is actually in love with him because he's always popping up all the time. I can't ride around this side of town without seeing his car behind me in some fact. I don't know. It's like he got my location, but I don't have his number no more. Mariah asked him, well, is your Snap on ghost mode? Is my wet? Damien opens up his Snapchat and sees that his location is on. It's being an ongoing problem for Damien long before he met Mariah, and her being able to give him that simple bit of information. He looks up at Mariah and says, wow. Convinced that it was just coincidence that they keep seeing each other everywhere, now Damien starts to have a look on his face as he drives. This is all new to Mariah, but she's soaking it all up in. Damien is a breath of fresh air and a fun that she hasn't had. Hold on, I'm gonna see if he's following me. About half a mile later, that green Hellcat buster left. Damien busts a right. They end up at a red light side by side because Damien got caught. Mariah gets to take a good look at Zeke. Handsome, dreadhead. He pulls up with one hand on it and one hand on his chin, trying to not look. He was under the impression that Damien was the only one in the car. Looks over and sees the actual girl, the thing he's supposed to like, and is mesmerized by her beauty. Looks over at Mariah in the passenger seat. She looks back, naturally flirtatious without trying. He looks over, hey, what's your number? Damien is in the driver's seat, gagging. Oh, okay, period. Mariah looks back at Damien. She gives him her number out of the car window. They get down to the last number and the light turns green. Damien petty self steps on it. 8214. He takes off after them, honey, because he's on a mission to get that final number. Everyone's laughing. They look up in the rearview. Zeke is smiling. Damien's smiling. Mariah's laughing for the first time. Fuck. They race all the way to the store. Zeke tails behind, too. Guess he didn't invite it himself. They park next to each other. Mariah gets out. Damien gets out. Zeke gets out. They meet each other. Damien introduces him. This my girl Mariah. Mariah, this my friend Zeke. Mariah has nariest the clue. Mariah is impressed by Zeke. in his physique. His mom had given her hella money to go school shopping with, but Zeke offered to pay for most of her school supplies. Shopping, and as they're walking back to the car, you know, that's a hint at, hey, you want me to take you home? Damien says nothing. Damien he know what home is. No, I'm fine. I'm gonna ride with Damien. Zeke looks at Damien. Damien looks at Zeke. All right. Well, y'all be safe. Zeke hops in his car, drives off. Damien and Mariah get in the car. I want to say less than 4 seconds after he peeled out of the parking lot, Damien's phone Snapchat notification goes off. Every time. It's getting late. Damien rolls Mariah back to her house, and before he drops off says, I had a lot of fun, girl. See you on Monday at school. Definitely. Damien gets out, goes to give her a hug. They embrace each other, the first real hug of their new friendship. Mariah goes in the house. She goes to dress and get comfortable. Dinner is cooked. Mother is a cook. She takes a shower, unwinds. FaceTime call from a random number with a Dallas area code. She's getting out the shower. Genuinely getting out the shower with a towel on. She has the phone on the bathroom ceiling and she answers. Zeke, what's good? Oh, you. What's up? Oh, you getting out the shower? Yeah, I was, finna put my clothes on. I didn't know who this was. Zeke drops the camera and reveals that he's butt naked in his room. Oh, Mariah's not used to this kind of energy on boys. What the heck? She's instantly weirded out and she hangs up. He calls back. She hangs up. He calls back. She hangs up. Then he shoots her a text. Yo, I'm sorry, my bad. I don't want you to think I'm weird. I don't want you to think you're weird. What? His logic is so different from hers. Only thing he's worried about is my shit small or something. Mariah didn't even get a good look at it. Just the sheer fact that we just met. You know, whoa. She didn't want to see that. Oh, but Mariah found out quickly. Boys don't like rejection, do they? She tells him, what the hell, you're fucking weird. Don't call my, what the. All of a sudden, the courting Zeke that was buying her school supplies and, holding the door for her has flipped the script. Man, you sound lame and ugly ass. Mariah has never really pissed off a boy before like this because she would say they were more decent before I got here. He's calling her all types of this. She doesn't understand. Oh, but she'll learn. Seems as though after that phone call hangs up, she'd have made her first enemy at MLK High. After they hang up, he shoots her a text. Yeah, this gonna be a fun school year then, with the purple demon emoji. See you on the first day. Mariah is stunned. Too stunned to speak. And we're gonna wrap up right there. Ooh. Y'all on the edge of y'all enjoying it? Stay tuned. Remember to love yourself, be yourself unapologetically, and carry yourself like royalty, because if you carry yourself like royalty, these folks gonna respect it. But until next time.
I'll see y'all on the first